Welcome to Weekly Cooking with Becky. So tonight we are going to be making smashed broccoli. They should actually come out kind of like broccoli crisps. I'm gonna tell you now, you're gonna hear my dog whine the entire time because it's just my husband and I, and he's in the other room taking a shower and I'm here and my dog has major separation anxiety. So, he's upset at the moment. So anyways, here we go. What you do, and I'm so glad that I did this part before filming because we had a little bit of a kitchen fire, but you take a pan, and not that one, okay, that one's ruined. You steam your broccoli in it for 3 minutes, and I attempted the steamer basket to do it like the legit way, except my basket caught fire. So pray for me that this all works out. So then you get out another pan and you just cook it in water for 3 minutes. Not a true steaming method, but you know, when you have a fire, you throw water on the stove. I literally started throwing water on the stove. Now 2 burners don't work. Got to deal with that later. So back to the recipe. I have cooked broccoli for 3 minutes. With that said, you need to preheat your oven to 400 and you need a large baking sheet, which is currently in my dishwasher. So I'm having all sorts of fun today. So I have a pizza pan and you need a cup of grated, where I go wrong again. You need a cup of grated Parmesan, but not the kind in the can. No. You need the kind that you buy in the store, freshly grated, not shaved. So I've been breaking it apart in pieces, trying to make it small. You're gonna get what you're gonna get. So I have broken it into pieces, and you mix it with your Italian seasoning and your garlic powder, and you spread it onto parchment paper to line the entire pan. And then we're gonna put our broccoli on top, and we're gonna smash it with the cup until it is a ½ inch thick. Let's do this thing. All right, here we go. The broccoli's over there. I'm only gonna bring over a few pieces. You don't need to see me smash the whole thing, but let's take a look. It should be a baking sheet. Pizza pan, who cares, right? You need a glass with a flat bottom. They say to drizzle olive oil on the end. I'm gonna use spray because when you drizzle it, they're not all evenly covered. So I'm going against the recipe, and a little pepper at the end. Okay, but here is your seasoned baking pan. So I'm just gonna grab a few and put some where you can see it. I'm gonna go to the edges though, because I gotta cover up everything. All right, so, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. You take the bottom of a glass and you want it smashed. Oh, and you try to drain as much of any liquid out of the broccoli as possible, because you want them to kind of crisp. That's the whole point. So, okay, I gotta leave it. See, it's all sticking to the thing. Okay, just go back down, So, that's what I'm gonna do now, too. It'll be roughly a ½ inch thick is what it says. Okay, so you see that I've started. Some of them are coming up. I'm gonna make it a project, guys. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. But I'm gonna do this, oh, you can't see it, to 16 ounces worth. I'm gonna put it all over this pan, and then I'll be back. Okay, everything is smashed. It looks good. So let's move on to the next step. All right, so it says to drizzle 2 tablespoons of olive oil, but then you have uncovered pieces. No. I want them all covered. So I'm doing my own thing here, but you already know from the beginning how messed up everything has turned out for me. So you know there's that. Then it says to give everything a sprinkle of salt and pepper, but lightly on the salt because the Parmesan cheese already has a lot of salt as well as the garlic powder. And I'm like, well, if that has a lot of salt, why do I need to add more? So I'm not adding the salt. You do you. I always have that saying, you do you. I'm just doing the pepper because I feel like I've already got a lot of salt in here with the seasonings and the Parmesan. So I'm just gonna go around with some pepper and leave the saltiness to the cheese. All right, now that looks good. I sure hope this cooks well because I'll be cooking my meat to go with this while we're making this. Meat of choice, we're doing pulled pork. So anyways, I'm putting this in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes at 400 and it should be crispy. Fingers crossed. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I think these actually turned out okay. So here's my plate. Getting ready to add my meat, but I wanted to show you, I don't know if I can, but when you pick it up, it's kind of like a full piece. Everything kind of stuck. I'm gonna pull a piece off. It's the back, that's the front. I don't know if you heard that, I purposely did that. See if I try one more. So, they're pretty crunchy. The pieces that got fully flattened, fully crunchy. The pieces that have a little bit more close to the half inch are still good. Having said that, like, the flavor is amazing. Like, this is paper thin, so I already know that's gonna be crunchy. Yeah. So this would be great, seriously, like any meat as a side dish. And you could see, you can eat it like a chip like I'm doing with my hands. You could probably break it into pieces with your fork, or probably lay it on top of your meat, actually. That might be, I don't know, do what you want. But I'm so glad these turned out, considering how this started. Can I just say, I'm really glad these turned out. So very happy about that. So these are definitely gonna be in our rotation. I'm gonna cook them differently in the future at the beginning, but I do hope that my comedy brought you joy. And I hope you like and subscribe and turn your notifications on, and I will see you next time. Bye.